Culture is the shared beliefs, practices, and traditions of a group of people that affect their way of life.
Okay. Yes. Don't worry, just you don't need to read. Just tell me the way you understand it. Then it's easy.
Culture is where a group of people follow a certain rule, like their beliefs and what they follow as.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I asked that question because it will guide us as we answer this. One, for you to have culture, you need to have a group of people. They need to have certain things they believe in. Then those beliefs will influence how they behave. So behavior will be what they eat, what they drink, how they dress, what language they speak and how they speak it. It will also influence how they act in certain situations, that is ceremonies, that is marriage, death, burial, those things. So culture is a big thing. So for me, we are from Uganda, but the most important things, we are from the Baganda culture. It's the biggest cultural group in Uganda. It started about in the 16th century. Now those are about 400, 500 years ago. And they were first they were simple tribes, then they gathered into one to form the culture. Ganda means a group put together. A bundle put together. That's Ganda.
Say like a bundle of sticks. Yeah, it's Ganda. So we are a Ganda.
So we are from many tribes. So we form. There were many tribes initially. Then they formed one tribe, where they shared the same beliefs, tribes, and beliefs, behaviors, and other things into one.
Yeah, and we are the largest tribe in Uganda. And we are located in the center of Uganda, So you'll find that, how many could we be?
16% of 2 million is about 8 or 9 million.
And the population of Uganda is 50 million. So Baganda make almost 3 times the population of Lesotho. Just one tribe. Just one tribe. We have very many tribes in Uganda. So for us, we are representative of our tribe, which we know, the Baganda. But we have, like here you have north, east, west, south. So even in Uganda, we have, in those different areas, we have tribes. Let's say in the east, there are about, how many tribes are there? Probably 8 or something.
About 11.
Then we go to the west. You people look more like the people from the west. Huh? And in Uganda, when you're in Uganda, for us here, we may look quite, you may tell that we are Bakwere, you know? But when you guys come to Uganda, it may be very difficult for someone to tell that
we are not locals.
You're not locals, okay? Because we have the different tribes. People have different complexions, different body structures. So chances are that when you're in Uganda, you may know, and unless you tell them I'm a Musutu or I'm this, yeah?
Interesting. So that was the first question, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Second one. Oh, Basia, sorry.
What language is spoken?
What language do you speak?
There are many languages in Uganda since there are many different.
Try to speak up.
There are many languages in Uganda since there are many different tribes, but the one that we speak is Luganda. It's the central of Uganda where Baganda are. We speak Luganda, but there are also many other languages. I think 45 around there.
Nice.
And it's there's a big community called Bantu, where of which Basutu are part of.
Okay.
So you find that there are certain words that are similar all through the Bantu tribes, where Baganda are and Basutu are. So there are words that you find are similar when you speak. That's why when you speak, sometimes we hear, sometimes we are like, it's not the right vocabulary or
Like
pronunciation.
Luma is biting, same as us.
Oh.
Yes.
You say Nama, we say Nyama.
So there are many things that are.
Yeah.
For us, we say Nyama.
Yeah. So yeah, when
Then-
they say chesa
Chesa
nyama,
nyama.
when they are roasting now.
Yes.
Then when it's, what is some,
Bana.
Bana.
Here you say bana, you say bana.
Oh.
You say here you say muhulu, there we say mukulu when someone is.
So it's kind of related because
And
we are
this is
all
in
kind
your
of-
language.
Yes, what we are saying is in our language.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. Next question, Renee.
What religions are prominent in that society?
Religion. Uganda is predominantly Christian. So Christianity takes the biggest chunk. Now in Christianity you find, and let's first break it down. You have Christianity, you have Muslims, you have Hindu, then you have traditionalists, people who worship spirits.
Okay.
Those ones are they are a sect, they like they
Who worship Badim?
yes, spirits, and that's it. Then in
Yes, maybe yes, those small gods.
small gods, yes. Then you find in Christianity the biggest chunk of Christians are Catholics. Roman Catholics. Then you have Protestants, Anglican. Then you have Pentecostals, Evangelicals. Then you have Seventh Adventists. Then there are others below them. So that's how it is.
Zane, next question.
What food are you eating for breakfast, lunch, and supper?
Ruby wants to say that.
For breakfast, we can eat tea and cassava. And then for lunch,
Go on.
we can eat matoke and peanuts. Then for dinner, we can eat kosher and beans.
For dinner?
Yes.
Fish and beans.
Yes. It depends.
Yeah.
Okay, let's explain that.
That's a very hard question. Because we have a lot of food. So it's difficult to say like what you have for breakfast, lunch and dinner. So every family has foods that they like. But you will find
So the white thing is cassava. You can pass it around.
just pass it around. So you will find that in the
It's
morning
like sweet
people
potatoes, but just a bit different.
Like-
Not sweet.
Not sweet.
Still,
it's like
but nice.
it's like papa.
It's like papa.
It's like papa, but
It's starch. It's a starch.
Okay.
so what happens is in the morning most people take tea. But when we say tea, in the villages they take. Here you have rainbows tea.
Yes.
It's like rainbows tea. We call it dry tea back home. It's dry tea with sugar or no sugar. Others take porridge. Porridge is the same.
Yeah.
Leshi. Yes.
Omuto sawa wa.
Our porridge, ours they like it sweet. They put sugar or there are many ways they make it sweet.
Okay.
But then you can add on food from the previous night or the one you prepare in the morning if you have it. So the previous night you may have had papa, you may have had cassava like that one, sweet potatoes,
Or you freshly
or you
prepare it.
freshly prepare in the
The
morning.
fact
and
is
eat
we
that.
have a lot of foods that you can have from breakfast to dinner. You can have a different type of food, different carbohydrate, different protein, and that can last like after a week. Then you get back to the other, but different foods. We have a variety of foods there. Yeah, but our staple food is matoke and groundnuts. Let me give you a picture of
Okay, is what? What?
green bananas.
Oh.
You see the yellow bananas?
Okay.
Now we have green bananas.
Okay.
Not plantain.
Not plantain.
Not plantain.
But it looks like plantain.
Yes, it looks like. Let me first show you the picture of the plantain.
And this is a fruit, or what is it called? What class does it fall?
It is a starch.
Oh, it's like in potatoes.
Yeah, it's a starch.
It's a starch.
The classification, would you say it's a fruit or you say
No, it's not a fruit. When plantain may be taken as a fruit, or the bananas, but
It looks like this.
when it's raw, it's like that.
Okay.
That is when it's raw, like.
You pass it around.
And then it becomes yellow, does it?
No, when
We
you
prepare it
prepare
when it's
it,
green.
then it-
Oh.
But when you prepare it, Checker. No, when you prepare it, it becomes okay. Like when it's mature, on top it's green, but when you prepare it, it becomes yellow.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm going to show you a picture of when it's prepared.
When it's done.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Grace.
How are eating habits influenced by the food available in that country?
Speak up. Are you speaking up?
How are eating habits influenced by the food in the country? Available.
So this is how it is when it's cooked. The yellow one,
The yellow one.
and that is the ginat paste, the one that we normally accompany.
You say.
Okay.
The yellow one is the.
Pumpkin there.
Yes, you may think it's pumpkin.
You pass it
You can
around.
pass it around.
No. That's green
Now-
banana.
The one you saw which was green, when it's prepared, it looks like that.
It looks like that.
Interesting.
Now, yes,
The
yes,
yellow.
the yellow one. You say that was the eating behavior influenced by what? There are strict things that you can't do when you are in Uganda. With the Baganda, not in Uganda, with the Baganda. You don't eat while walking.
You don't eat while walking.
It's a taboo to eat while walking. You sit and eat. Even with those variety of foods, but you find that there is food almost. If you're in the village, you find food, fruits on the streets, small roads, roads that are going through the village. There are fruits, so people pick fruits and eat them as they walk. Sugar cane. Okay, there are guavas, there are sugar cane, there are mangoes, there are oranges.
They are growing on the streets.
Yes. Now like your. What is this? What is most in here?
Peaches.
Peaches.
Yes.
Not peaches are mangoes.
Yeah.
They are guavas
You are living the
everywhere. You guys are living the life. You have peaches. We don't have peaches. Apples.
Yes, so it doesn't surprise
We
you
don't
when
have
you,
that.
when you go in the village and you find children as they play, they just pass somewhere and they just pluck things and eat.
Jackfruit. Everywhere.
Yeah, so
I don't know if you've tasted jackfruit.
The greenish one that looks funny.
It looks green, but inside it's yellow too.
Like an animal. All right, tell me your
Yeah, spiky.
Yes.
Are there cultural traditions that are different from yours? What are they? From yours.
Yes, like yours.
What is different?
Ours.
Ray, is there a difference? Any traditional things you see that are different?
Calling people by their Greek.
Anything different they do here, we don't do home. I can start. We can look at what you guys wear.
Okay.
For us, if it's a traditional, if you are going for anything that is traditional, the men wear a tunic. Have you seen the Muslims the way they wear? Men wear a tunic.
Okay.
It's,
That is it.
that's how it looks like.
Okay.
A tunic and a jacket. And the women wear, we call it a
Yeah,
gomesi.
gomesi.
It's
a big
it's a big dress.
wrap.
You wrap around yourself.
but it's tailored.
Okay.
Yeah, like a dress.
Yes.
And then you have a
But it
sash.
has a lot of extra
Yes,
cloth.
Yes.
a lot of extra
Okay.
cloth. So the way the men are dressed, that's the
That's
tunic.
if you go to, if you're going to get wedded and you don't wear like that, you will not enter the compound
Oh,
for where
wow,
you're going
okay.
to get a wife from. They will send you away.
Okay.
What else? Any culture differences? Hey, how here people hand things over. For us, I just hand over things. I just give you something.
Yes.
But with respect. But
With respect, but I give
here
you.
I've learned that you
but
have to do
here
it with
people
two
give
hands.
two
Yes,
hands.
yes.
For us, it doesn't matter.
As long as you show you respect, we feel like as long as
The way you give
From
it,
the heart.
it's from the heart.
the way you
Yes.
give it shows respect.
Okay.
It can be, you can give with both hands, but you don't respect. You can give with one hand with no respect. But for us, we give with one hand.
Yeah.
Then we,
Of
yes,
course, respecting elders, kneeling down.
for us we kneel. Hey, we kneel a lot,
Especially ladies.
especially ladies.
Girls.
And when you are a young child, boy, girl, it doesn't matter. If you're greeting an elder, you kneel. It doesn't matter.
But even when you grow up, even Tate Peter can kneel down before his mother.
Someone who's okay.
Yes,
His mother, especially mother and father.
mother and father, you will kneel down and
Chances are you're going to kneel down because you will always be a child in front of
Yeah,
them.
sure.
But-
What happens when you meet them in the street? Or you
In
don't
the
meet
street,
them?
Eh.
you greet,
you greet
you
them.
kneel.
Oh,
Apart from when that person says,
Say that, don't kneel.
don't kneel.
They
okay.
say, "Just don't kneel."
Okay.
But usually, there's a lot of, and it's not a lot in our tribe. There are other tribes where they,
Yes.
ours is fair. People kneel, but not too much. There are other tribes where they kneel a lot.
Okay.
What else is
Then here you, for every adult here, okay, here it's like you respect everyone from the elders
Yes.
to the last. You at least represent something like Ausi,
Yes.
Amuti, Ntate, Me. It was very hard for me to adjust to that. Yeah? Like we told you, for us we can say hello. It doesn't matter, but here it's like an insult if you don't add me or tate
Yes.
or ausi. Yeah?
Yes.
Sometimes we mix them up. Actually, I used to mix them up. I would call me and tate and
back,
so.
for us back home when we are talking. If I'm speaking to my peers and anyone below, I call them by their
By
first
their
name.
name.
Okay.
Say someone will just say Peter,
Peter.
and we talk. There's nothing. If you're speaking to some, even for elderly, sometimes when we are talking, we don't usually add on
Sebo.
Yeah.
For us, ours is Sebo.
several in Yabo, but usually you may not add it on if you are talking. At the beginning you can say it, but as you
Don't
go
keep
on, it's
talking.
done.
Entate, me.
Ah.
No, you don't keep it like that.
Alright. I think that's okay. Julie? Oh, yes. You are on the next one. Do people?
People of this culture celebrate the holidays that we celebrate.
Most of them, they do mushweshwe, we
You
do
have
kabaka.
You have a Mosheshe day. Our king is called Kabaka.
Kabaka
Kabaka is
is
It's
the
founder.
it's the title.
No, it's the title.
Oh, okay.
So like you
of
say,
Kings.
like you say Morena.
Okay.
So it's called Kabaka. But for us, that name is only for him.
For
Okay.
him.
It's not like you have other people with that name. It's only that it's called that name. So there is his day.
Okay.
There is his birthday.
Coronation.
Coronation. There is Independence Day. For
The nation.
now,
but
now the trouble is our kingdom is called Uganda Kingdom, and it used to be a nation of its own.
Okay.
So it had its own independence. Then it was added with other tribes to make Uganda. So it has its own independence. So there are things we do that are similar here. It's almost similar when you celebrate them. They're almost the same with us.
All right. Next question. Who's that? Pulu? Next question. You're
What
not Pulu.
customs do they have for celebrating?
Speak up.
What customs do they have for celebrating the different holidays?
What customs? What do you do?
Our king, on his commemoration of Coronation Day, our king doesn't walk.
He doesn't walk.
He doesn't
He's
walk.
carried.
Not carried. He's lifted by someone. Usually when the coronation is happening, you will see the king
Fly.
above other people. He's usually up and you see him being carried.
Okay.
Usually it's very hard to miss him. What else do we do?
There are dances.
Yes, our dances. Oh, we start from. Yes, our dances are different. Our dances are different for different occasions. The dance for the king is different. In fact, there are myths that if they play that dance, and you, this is how they wear when they dance, and
The women.
the
And then the
women,
next picture is
the men. And if you go through when they're dancing, most people, some people die. So usually when they play those songs, you only listen and enjoy.
It's deadly.
Cultural
The
things.
crowd.
Then how do we say? There are other music, the drumming. We have, is it a set? The set is of 8 drums or 12 drums? We have about 8 drums that you need to play in sync. You learn how to play. There are about 8 drums that you need to learn how to play. And they play them. The way you play them means either it's a party or it's a wedding.
So
or
the
it's a
rhythm
burial.
says
The
something
rhythm. In fact, when someone plays those songs, you just know, oh, there's a party somewhere.
Okay.
Or if they play them, you know, oh, they're announcing someone died somewhere.
Or they are calling you for communal
Or
work.
they are calling you for communal work.
So you need to tell the difference.
You need to learn.
Yeah.
Wait now. We're sticking to the questions in there. Remember, I said the repeater needs to go back to his
He's asking which a type of dance.
Yes. Wait, we'll come to that.
Hi.
I don't want you to dance and then we're not done with our requirements.
Our dances are
The
very
repeater will come and dance for us later.
what are that? Is there anything? Yes, you can ask.
Ntumen doesn't have the questions. Aleo, yes.
This is how the men
This
dress.
is-
The
this is
same
that-
dance, but that's how the men wear.
look like. That's how they wear.
The same
Okay.
dance. But that is just a step in the dance.
In the dance.
A picture of a step in the dance.
Aleo, you're up. Ask the next person. We'll come and
Ask the
go
next
with us.
question.
Is the dress
What custom? Are we done with this one?
yes,
this we are here.
what customs or traditions from the original culture have been continued by the family in this country?
What things do we do that are still done here? We
The
try
fact
to
that
we try to eat food from home, which is difficult to get here. We try to speak our language. Most of the people here, the language you speak.
Okay.
Some of them speak it fluently. Others fairly. Anything else? I've only worn my traditional dress only once in this.
That's the tunic.
yes.
Okay.
I've only worn it here once. I was somewhere and I needed to wear it. I've only worn it once.
Is it because it's weird when you wear it? Like people look at you or stare at you or what?
That dress is uncomfortable.
Okay.
Okay, you call it.
It's
that
nice to know we
tunic.
have nothing
That,
to do
tu-
with
that
it.
tunic is long. It's long up to your toes,
Yeah.
and you have a jacket on it.
Oh.
So it limits how you
always
move.
has to go with the jacket.
Yes.
You can't wear it without the jacket.
You can
can
wear,
wear,
but it will be
not smart.
It
Oh.
doesn't look smart.
Okay.
So it. What else? Are there other things we do? Language is culture, is language, traditions, where beliefs.
Foods.
Yes, sir. I think that's it.
Next question, but who said yes?
Is the dress different from dress in your culture?
Very different, like
We-
you saw.
We
I
don't,
think he's already mentioned.
we don't have a kobo.
You don't have a kubo, yes.
We don't have shwe shwe.
This way.
Shwe shwe is very...
Although
We have tribes that wear
Okay.
something like a shwe shwe.
Okay.
now this is different. It's from a back cloth, and that's how traditionalists wear. Although not only traditionalists, even some people who come for the, let's say for the coronation, because that was the
That's
first
the-
type
that's
of the
cloth.
original cloth
Okay.
that was brought in by, was it brought in? No, it is made from bark,
From
the
a
bark
tree.
of a
Oh,
tree.
she, okay.
Yes, so that's how traditionally, before they brought the fancy ones,
The cloth.
yes, they would make that real thing, for the ladies, in that material.
Okay.
Some would just wrap it around themselves.
And also that when it became old, well, it became the blanket we
Because it
put
would
on
give a
yourself.
lot of warmth.
Oh.
So before these new clothes we have came, that's what they were using. They would just cut a tree, then make a cloth like that.
Nice. Abo, you're on the next one.
Identify at least 5 ways in which you are similar and 5 things which make you different.
What things that are similar?
Someone's
Some food. Yes,
Yeah.
we have words that are similar, like we said. We have foods
Some
that are
foods that are-
similar. Dineo, papa. This thing they put it what? Like porridge.
Alright,
Let's But for you, here you make it very loose.
Too running.
Too running. For us, it's more solid.
Okay.
What else we have? I think those are anything else which is similar.
the respect for elders.
Yes, respect.
But I think they can. You guys, wait. You can pick up the differences and the similarities from what they have told us. Yeah. So 5 of them each. Capish? Each. Okay. I think the next questions are probably what we need to discuss as a class. Because it says, tell how your attitude or feelings towards people of different cultural backgrounds is affecting you. I think this one is for us. How do you feel about your differences? Yeah. So I think we are done. Okay, no, the last one. Who wants to read the last one?
What is the last one? We are quite excited. We are very excited.
Okay, Basia will read the last one.
Attend church with your friend if it is a different church than yours, or attend a church service of a different cultural group. Identify 3 similarities and 3 differences you observe in the church services.
So this one is about worship.
Worship in church.
What is different here?
The way you sing.
Is different. And
Not
even the songs.
The songs are
Songs are
different.
different.
You people stick more to the Christian song.
Yes, Christ and song.
For us, we are stuck more to the hymnal, the SDA
The
hymnal.
SDA.
Then here, I think it is the way they speak Sisutu all through, and at least maybe I should say I like it because from a young age, you people sing the hymns in Sisutu. So I'm sure that's why I hear most of the adults, even without a hymnal, they sing the songs, and it's a good one.
Yeah.
Back home, the children's church,
They-
it's more like they adopt the Pentecostal way of singing.
Okay.
Let's say the way we do it in beginner class. Those are the songs
Okay.
that,
The vibey ones.
the vibey
Yeah,
ones are the ones
they're
that
the
are
ones
there
they
in the
sing.
children's church. Not sorry.
Mm.
Then,
Here church ends early.
yes, church ends early.
Main
Early.
service.
No,
No, main service.
church
Okay.
like church. Here by 2-3 churches. Longest 4. back home church ends 9-10 p.m.
No, guys, it's not like being in church until.
It's not being in
No,
church.
the
It's
program.
like being around.
Church is like the
Did you hear
program.
that?
Like now we have an afternoon program which begins at 2 and ends at 4. After 4 p.m. people go for youth clubs.
Okay.
At 6 p.m. it is tea time. There is tea time. There is tea time at around 6. It's about 6:30. Then there is sundown worship.
Okay.
Together, tea, sundown worship, they are almost the same. For about 30 minutes. Then after sundown worship, people stay at church. Children are playing football. There's a pitch where people play.
See,
They play
it's not too bad.
football, sing. Adults stay in groups with their discussions.
Then
If
we have a kitchen at our church. So either people take turns or someone can offer, say, chicken or goats or beef, and someone
Like a
roasts.
potluck,
Yeah,
okay.
Yes, and
not a potluck.
Okay, somebody brings.
Brings,
Brings
and then
food.
there are some people who do it for us. As
Okay.
then there is
So it's like the social side of church life.
yes.
Okay.
Then birthdays are celebrated at
Birthdays
church. Most birthdays for our children.
Nice.
even
The
adults,
adults actually.
nice.
Even anniversaries,
there's
they are celebrated.
like
So that's the
98%.
time for celebrating such.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. It creates.
But if you want to go home,
You can.
you're free to go.
People live,
But
some live from 2 people live.
yeah, some people leave
They don't stop you
after
from
the
living,
service,
but
but
majority stay.
majority stay.
Okay. And those are the differences. The similarities. Anything that comes to mind on the similarities?
The
We
divine service the same.
Same.
Even Sabbath school is the same.
We have very many SDA churches back home. About more than 1,754, right?
It's almost every not every town. I think in a town you may find 2 to 4.
Churches.
So basically you can move a few meters and you're in church.
Okay.
And they are split up. For us it's either you're speaking vernacular, the local language, or English.
Or English.
So they don't
so
translate.
if it's an English church, it will strictly be an English church,
Okay.
English-speaking church. If it's
The vernacular.
a vernacular one, you go
It's
to the
vernacular.
vernacular.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's interesting. Most people start in the vernacular church.
And then they move.
When they move to the English church, when they become very old, they go back to the vernacular.
No, I think that's nice. We have a lot of differences, and that's good, I think, for the record. So, we're done with this part of the interview. Now we're coming to the introductions. I skipped the introductions for this part so that we share a fun fact. I want them each one to give them their name and their surname for all of them. You listen carefully. I'm going to ask you a question.
Names. We have names.
Names.
Names and surname.
Okay.
Names.
Names. We have names. You mention your surname. Okay, you
say my name.
represent your surname.
Me.
Yes.
I am-
What goes in the passport?
Everything.
Okay.
I am Kiragga Peter.
Okay. All right.
Those are my.
Kiragga is his
Kiragga
surname.
is my surname.
Okay.
Namiro, Edina, Birabwa, Bessie. Namiro is my surname.
Okay. Ruby?
I am Ruby Edla Sarah Najinda.
Okay.
What's your surname?
The surname is?
My surname is Najinda.
And we are calling it wrong. Why haven't you never said you're calling it? Because I call it Nadinda.
It's
All
not
right,
Chinda.
Najin.
My name is Ray James Wanda.
Did you identify anything? What is it? Yes, Tom.
The male and the other male have same surnames, and the women have.
You were not listening.
No.
You were not listening. Yes, wait, you have talked. Yes, Grace.
They all have different surnames.
They all have different surnames. Isn't that cool? What did you get?
I got that. The female both have, I don't know.
More names.
Oh.
I also said have more
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Those are the names we. Those are the names that we officially use.
Uh-huh. They're unofficial names.
There are other unofficial names
Wow.
that we use when we are
Casual.
home.
Okay.
So this was something like if you look at my documents, they have those names.
Okay.
But if you go to home and you ask that name, you're like,
Wow.
why are you using that name?
Yeah.
Because there are names they use.
Okay.
We have like pet names.
Okay.
We have nicknames. So they are the names that we don't put in our documents.
Okay. So they're going to tell us why their surnames are different.
Our surnames are different, and it's because of one reason. All names in our families are given by our grandparents. And our grandparents decide on which name to give you. The surname.
Okay.
The next name that you have, some people call it first name, middle name, other names can come from your father. And other names can come from anyone. Sometimes you get names from your aunties, from your mom. But usually those names are from relatives.
Yes.
Or certain happenings
Certain
as you are
happenings
given
as you
birth.
are being
Yeah.
given birth.
Yeah.
Like Bopula, I mean Pule, you know, in
Like me, I
Sesotho.
have Bidabwa.
Uh-huh.
My parents, okay. Our firstborn is a girl. Then after the girl, there are about 6 boys before me.
Okay.
So when
So
I
it's because of that.
yes, so when it happened, they were like, "Wow, what a joy!" Yeah.
Oh.
So they added. So sometimes we just add certain names because of whatever happened around that.
Interesting. So your if your brothers or siblings have different,
Yes.
All of us have different
like
names.
Ray and
Yes.
what's Riley's name?
Riley is Nantali.
Nantali, Riley, Joy, Ka.
So how do you know you are linked? So like, can we tell just for that this is the deputy's brother?
Yes.
For,
If it's
for,
not-
for
okay.
you, for someone who is not from Uganda,
And
you will,
from Uganda.
you will not know.
You will not know.
But someone from Uganda and Uganda, when you say your name,
Okay.
in fact, when I say my name and they say their names, they will know.
They will know.
You
They will,
just
they will
know-
say that they will know, even if I didn't tell you that maybe I'm his wife.
They'll just
They will know that this one is from this clan,
Okay.
meaning all these others are going to
from
be in the
that
same
same
clan, and I'm from a different clan.
Okay.
Yes. Even here, when we meet Ugandans around, saying ShopRite, and they mention their name,
You can tell where
I
they are from.
with
just
their
know.
surname, I can say, "Oh, you're from this clan.
Ah.
Oh, you're from this clan." Yeah. And those clans are represented by different totems. Totems like animals, plants, and so on. Yeah.
Like here.
Like here.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Peter, thank you very much. You and maybe C and the kids for coming. Yeah. Anyone wants to say anything? No questions?